So it's the end of the week and I've done lots of things. And my brain is using very simple words now because big words are hard. What's that metal dilly you use to dig food? Um, Back on track. What was I trying to say? So I've had an absolutely hyper productive week. I've done 10 interviews for this Autism Explained online summit that's coming up in October. I've done so many other things. I've done a releasing my emotional intelligence course next week, been setting that up. And the moral of the story, though, is that I've been doing lots of things and been really productive, but I haven't necessarily been doing the things that I was supposed to be doing in terms of keeping up with the daily life, daily business things. So, for example, it's Friday night and I've got absolutely no energy left. I can barely keep my eyes open. Not because I'm tired. I'm actually not that tired. It's just my eyes are really tired and focusing on stuff is really difficult. And one of the things I'm supposed to do every week is release a blog video. And usually I like to do things like think of a good title and a good topic to talk about and actually prepare for it and actually have something worthwhile to say because I value your time. But today, my offering of a blog video is a live recording. Come on, words. Is a live this. Today, my offering of a blog video is this because I'm at the end of the week and sometimes you just have to let balls drop because it feels like I'm juggling so many different things. And the way that I work best is to do one thing at a time. So I used to spend a lot of energy trying to keep all the balls in the air. And when I used to do that, I wasn't very productive because I'd spend so much time doing the mundane everyday stuff like keeping up with my emails and getting back to people and answering messages and doing my laundry and cooking properly so I don't have to buy food and like this, creating a video every week, which is a regular commitment that I've committed to doing. But what I found is that a much better way to work for me, better in two ways. It's much better psychologically. I feel a lot better. I don't get depressed as often. I feel like I've got more energy. I feel like I've got more motivation. I feel like I get a lot more done. How did I start that sentence? So one is I feel better about it. And two, I actually believe that it's more productive and I get more stuff done overall if I allow myself to follow my energy. And if I've got a lot of energy for one thing, then I will just do it and do it and do it and do it and be hyper productive on that one thing, even if it means letting some other balls drop because I can't keep juggling and hyper focus on something at the same time. I kind of have to go, oh, that's interesting, hyper focus on that. And the good thing about that is I've done 10 interviews this week and it's been amazing, and I'm really feeling really good about this upcoming Autism Explained Summit because I've just done 2 weeks of work in a couple of days this week. And the fact that I haven't answered all my emails, the fact that there were a couple of other little commitments that I haven't done, the fact that I'm recording this live video instead of thinking of a better topic is completely fine because that's just the way I have to work. And if I fight against my nature, my experience is when I fight against my nature, when I fight against my attention, when I fight against that hyper-focus urge and my monotasking urge to focus on one thing and just do it more than you would expect. What was I saying? I think I was trying to say that when I fight against it, it doesn't feel good. More than that, it's not good for my mental health. It's not good for my overall well-being. It's not good for my productivity. It's not good for my business. It's not good for my relationships. And instead, if I accept that this is just how my brain operates, this is my natural way of operating, running 100 miles an hour in one direction and then back in a split second, it just works better. I feel better, I get more stuff done, and the hardest thing about it is accepting that sometimes I let things drop. I would really love to be 100% reliable. But what I found is that other human beings, those pesky humans, don't seem to care very much if you cancel at the last minute. Don't seem to care very much when you say, look, I'm really sorry, but I was too tired this week and I'll get back to you next week. So if I can treat myself with the same flexibility that others are happy with, then everything is fine. I don't need to maintain a perfect record of I've responded to every email this week. I don't need to be so rigid about getting everything done and having everything perfect. What I have done is really good. What I haven't done doesn't matter because what I have done is really good. So let's focus on what I have done. Let's focus on what I'm good at doing. And we'll deal with the fact that not everything went according to my original plan. Now I'm just rambling because I can. But the thought that came to mind is this is one of the reasons that autistic people just understand other autistics. Because, like, for example, when I'm working with families trying to understand their children with this Autism Explained project, part of the challenge is how do I deal with random impulses that this child has, for example, right? I'm like, well, I'm very, very well accustomed to dealing with the random impulses that this child has, right? So I'm used to working with that energy and finding ways to maximize it and work and utilize and leverage that positive motivation to get stuff done in a way that actually is good for everybody. And what I've learned from my own life is every time I try and suppress that, every time I try and think, no, I shouldn't be doing that, I should be doing this, things don't go so well. So it's not a choice for me. I don't have another option. My only option is go with my energy. This is far too strong. If it gets hooked on something, do not get in the way. It's not a good idea. So I need to use the intense energy and motivation that I have to actually get stuff done. And because I'm used to doing that so much with my own mind, I can very easily do that with others as well. So when others come to me with an amazing energy in a direction that probably isn't very helpful at the moment, I can change my way of thinking and find a way to use that energy to still get eventually around to whatever goal we're trying to get to. Anyway, I probably don't need to be telling you that. But the point of this video is that it's okay to let balls drop sometimes, right? We have to juggle so many things in life and we can't possibly keep every ball in the air all the time. Sometimes, for the sake of your own sanity, you have to just accept that you're good at some things, and sometimes that comes at the expense of other things. And in my case, it helps significantly to focus on what I have done and acknowledge the really good work that I have done, rather than getting hung up on the fact that some little things didn't get done. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I really hope, actually, I'm just not going to watch it again. Otherwise, I'll tell myself that it's not good enough. So welcome to me. Welcome to my life. I hope you enjoy this blog, and I'll be back with probably, maybe, you never know, a slightly better thought out video next week, or maybe not. We'll find out. Okay, bye.